Hi, hi. So, you know what? It seems like no matter how many lights I have on, it's still dark in here. So, excuse the swollen face. I am on antibiotics, getting rid of, yeah. And plus, I put on 10 pounds. That's what happens when you have to stay in one spot. Anyway, I'd like to start this video out saying thank you to all my new subscribers. You know what? I've probably gotten, and you know what? Compared to some people, it's not nothing, but to me, it's so heartfelt, and I'm so thankful. But I probably got something like 50 subscribers in the last 2 months, and that is amazing to me. So anyway, as the holidays grow close, I hope everybody's having a wonderful time preparing for Christmas, however you celebrate, whether it's Hanukkah or Christmas or holidays, however you celebrate this time of year, right? Right. I'd like to talk to you a little bit today about boondocking, right? You know, not only boondocking, but compared to camp, work camp. Now, where I'm at is considered volunteer. I work 15 hours a week. Well, not really. It averages out to 15 hours a week. One week I work 3 days, then I work 2 days, then I work 2 days, and then the last week I work 3 days. And it averages out to 15 hours a week. Gotta love life. For that 15 hours, I get a free space, I get free electric, I get free water, free sewer, and what else? Oh, free trash. Anyhow, uh, as a boondocker, you get everything for free, but you have to move every 14 days. I don't even think some of us hang out 14 days. I mean, I started at the end, before I took this volunteer job, and that's what it's called. I was getting 14 days. I think the longest I got one for 16 days. And I hate to be cold, people, I have to tell you. And today it was so cold, I couldn't even go outside yesterday. The wind was like howling crazy. And today it was just miserable until about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I finally ventured out. So I really stop and think and wonder what it's going to be like out in the desert and in the wintertime. I keep trying. So, let's talk a little bit about the differences between boondocking and the difference between where I'm at now, working a camp worker job. Now, I have to say this has been an excellent opportunity for me. It's a learning stepping stone. I think I think everybody should take at least one work camper job, just for the experience. I was kind of forced into it because the issues that I'm having with my rig, and I have to say, besides, I'm tired of being in this spot. Besides that, I'm enjoying it here. I mean, it is really different not to have to break down my house and my camp every 14 days, but I am enjoying it here. You know, I don't know. It's nothing like a mobile home park I've ever lived in, but I've never lived in a resort. The people here are kind. They speak. They love you. It's just really hard. It's like everybody wants to help everybody and make this a better experience. And I have to say that the people that are not camp workers here, they pay a pretty penny. I mean, like $1,200 a month. Is that crazy? And they pay their own electricity. So it's really, as far as the quiet part, I have coyotes here. I'm in Apache Junction, and there are coyotes here. And they start screaming across the street at about 2 in the morning. The other night it wasn't even dark, believe it or not, and they were out there screaming. But besides that, when I lay down at night to go to sleep, I don't know I'm sitting in an RV park, our resort. I have no clue. That's how quiet it is. If you don't want to be bothered, you go inside, just like if you're boondocking. So what are the differences? Well, they're both free, right? They both are free for me. I don't have to pay a penny here. Two, this one, I'm staying in through March, possibly longer. If I was boondocking, I would be moving at least, I would have to move every 14 days. Unless I was in Ehrenberg. And Ehrenberg, BLM land, blah, blah. From what I hear, you can park there and the rangers don't bother. You can park there all year round if you want. And that's where I was heading for the winter. Maybe next winter. Anyway, there is no entertainment out in the middle of nowhere. You make your own entertainment, which is really easy. I have to say, if you want to get back to nature, boondocking is the way to do it. I spent time hiking. I spent time rock hunting, bird watching. I spent time people watching, believe it or not. Rig watching. I went to the lake. I went to the river. I connected with the earth again. I'm a tree hugger. I've told y'all before. I am a tree hugger. You hug a tree, you're going to get Earth's energy. You go barefoot, you're going to get Earth's energy. So I have to say that if you want to get back to the simpler side of life, you can't get it any better than boondocking. But as far as it being free, where I'm at is free. Now you may say, oh no, Tammy, it's not free. You have to give 6 hours of your time twice a week. I stand in a booth and wave at people. I'm almost ashamed to tell you what I do to live here. I simply stand in a security booth and wave at people. Hi, welcome home. Certain stickers mean they live here. The people that are delivering or causing service, I simply write down who they're going to and their license plate number, and I send them on through. I don't have to chase anybody. I don't have to call the police. I don't have to do anything. I have one rule. Don't smoke in the shack. So, yeah, in that way, you're right. I am not living free, but I pay no money out of my pocket here. And I'm treated just like one of the guests by anybody who works here and anybody who lives here. I'm invited to all the dances, all the bands, all the activities. They have bingo, they have sand toss, they have golf, they have horseshoes. They have so much. They have beading, computer store. They have pool tables. I mean, you guys watch my videos. You've seen everything this place has. I have the right to everything here. Not to mention that the pharmacy, my doctor, the fries, this food store, is all within less than a quarter of a mile away. I can walk there in 10 minutes. So it's a blessing for me. And I have noticed that since I'm intolerant to cold, that being able to be here and turn my heater on, and not the one above, I have this little floor heater, is a bomb. Got it at a thrift store for like $12. It sells for $65. It's got a thermostat, an auto shut off, yada, yada, yada. But it actually works. It heats my whole rig. Actually, it gets hot in here. I got to turn it down sometimes. Last night I slept with this window open all night. Didn't even realize I did it. So besides that, what else is there? Well, I don't have to go into town every 14 days and empty my tanks and fill my tanks. I don't have to carry an extra 15 bottles of water. I actually got the internet. So I'm not struggling trying to post my videos, do my online work with them, or any of that, because I got my internet back. There's something to not having to break down your house every day. My scooter is off the back of Betty Sue here, and little Linda Lou, the name of my scooter, is sitting out on my patio, and I drive her all the time. I take her back and forth to work. So I guess what I'm saying is, this was a hiccup in my nomadic adventure. But there's no reason it still cannot be my nomadic adventure. Because to be truthful, I still live in my RV. The only reason I have an address right now is because this place offers me one. But after here, I have no clue where I'm going. I have no clue where I'll be going after this. I know where I want to go. And it'll be April here. I think I get to stay a whole month after I'm done working. On top of it, I'm here for a whole month after the job ends as courtesy to fight until I leave. So I have till the end of April. It'd be nice and hot in Phoenix by then. I'll be heading north. As far as work camping, any of you going to the RTR this in January, stop by that booth. Stop by those booths and check what they want. Some of them only take couples, some take singles, but it's worth the experience. It's really worth the experience. Now, I don't know if I would go pick apples off of trees or anything like that, but the one that I did get, I really enjoy. Really enjoy. So I think it's worth everybody's time to take a minute, and if you can, get a camp worker's job. But I have to caution you. A friend of mine, Randy, who actually you guys seen a video of him playing his guitar, his 10-string, very, very nice. Randy got a job exactly where I work. Now, he was down in Ehrenberg for the winter. And when he heard about this job, he said, "Hey, can you get me in?" And I said, "Well, I don't know if I can get you in, but I can give you the email address, and you can talk to the manager yourself." Well, inadvertently, she hired him, and he came all the way from Ehrenberg. Well, during our conversations, I asked him a few times, "Did you send her a picture of your rig?" Because, again, this is a resort, not a RV park. Not a travel trailer park, a resort. We have rigs in here that are worth $1 million. And sure enough, Randy wasn't here an hour. And the manager came up and apologized and told him that he wouldn't be able to keep the job because his rig was an eyesore. Now that's Randy's home. And, that's hurtful when you tell somebody your home is an eyesore. And it breaks my heart. So everybody pray for Randy, but my suggestion is, and what I did, was if you are talking to somebody about working for them, make sure you send them a picture of yourself and of your rig. That way you're not traveling to any place with the thoughts that maybe you'll lose that job because your rig is too old or too much of an eyesore. Now, here, they don't, oops, I'm having a day. I work tomorrow, so I wanted to get this video done. But a lot of RV parks and RV resorts won't take you if your rig's over 10 years old. Some have to see your rig. So always make sure that if you're trying to get a work camper's job, send them a picture of your rig. Because if you go all the way there and you spend all that money getting there, not only that, we all know what it's like to pack up a rig. Nothing worse than having to load a rig and move it just to have to turn around and leave again. Make sure you send a picture of your rig and your person to that camp. But the RTR, I know this year, as in last year, will have booths for people to sign up for camp worker jobs. So I'm going to put the word out there for my subscribers that you can, if you're going to the RTR, apply there. There's also a newspaper called WorkKampers, And it's a W and a K. WorkKampers. WorkKampers. There's a couple others. If you go on Google and you type in work camping jobs, I found one just listed there and got that job, but I was unable to get to that job. It was in California. So I wish you all the best. I thought I would just drop by and have this little bit of a conversation and let you know it's not that bad. This is really not that bad. The only issue I'm dealing with is I'm still here. I walked outside today and I said, I know why I'm depressed. I am tired of being in the same spot. But it's a commitment I made, and I'll continue to keep that commitment. Oh, and that's one more thing. If you take a camp work job, remember, you will sign a paper that says that you guarantee to be there so many days. I signed a paper stating I guaranteed that I would be here through March, through the end of March. Some are 90 days, some are 5 months, some are 6 months, some are 3 months, some are 30 days. But make sure you read the fine print, because if they want you to stay and you sign for it and then you leave, you'll never get another camp working job with that company again, or maybe others, because they do communicate. So before I say goodbye, I want to again thank all of my new subscribers. I try to keep it real. I'm not a fake. If I don't feel like laughing, I won't. And what you see is what you get. So anyway, welcome aboard. I hope you enjoy the videos. I do make some off-the-wall videos sometimes. Please don't be upset if you don't want to watch it. Just go on to the next one. And I'm not meant to offend anybody. Absolutely not. Remember to love yourself. Because if you don't love you, ain't nobody going to love you. If you love you, you're going to draw people to you that are going to love you too the right way. Bye-bye.